Hi friend, welcome to the abstract algebra class. It is class 79. In this class, we will prove theorems. First theorem, an infinite cyclic group is isomorphic to the additive group of integers set with respect to addition. Again, an infinite cyclic group is isomorphic to the additive group of integers z under addition. We want to prove this theorem. Proof: let G be an infinite cyclic group generated by an element A. That is, G is equal to the cyclic group A group, which is generated by A, is equal to a to the power n. N belongs to integers, and integers with respect to addition is the group of integers. We have to prove that G is isomorphic to Z. We know the definition of isomorphic. Every group which is isomorphic to another group, if there is an mapping F such that this mapping is 1 on 2 and is homomorphism. A mapping which is, to prove this, define a mapping F such that G into Z by F a to the power n is equal to n for all a to the power n belongs to G. To prove that F is well defined, we have to prove three cases. To prove that F is well defined and 1 and F is on 2 and F is homomorphism. Let a to the power I, a to the power G belongs to G. J belongs to G. Suppose f a to the power f of a to the power I is equal to f of a power j. If and only if I is equal to j, if and only if a power I is equal to a power j. Therefore, when we put f of a to a power I is equal to f of a power j, if and only if a power I is equal to f power j. Therefore, f is well defined and 1. To prove f is 1, 2, let cap belongs to Z. Z is codomain according to the definition of F. Here Z is codomain and G is domain. G is domain. This implies it to the power K. A to the here from here we say that a to the power K belongs to G. G is domain by definition of F. F of a to the power K is equal to K. Therefore, every K belongs to Z. There exists a to the power K belongs to G, such that f of a to the power K is equal to K. Therefore, f is on 2. To prove f is a homomorphism, let a to the power I, a to the power G belongs to J. Consider f of a to the power I into a to the power J is equal to f of a to the power I plus J is equal to I plus J according to the definition of f. It is equal to, instead I, we can write f of a to the power I plus f of a to the power j. Therefore, actually we get f of a into to the power I into a to the power j is equal to f of a power I j plus f of a power j. Therefore, f is a homomorphism. Therefore, f size of j into z is 1 on 2 and homomorphism. Therefore, f from j into z is an isomorphic. Therefore, G isomorphic to Z. Therefore, the statement of the theorem is correct, and we prove that an infinite cyclic group is isomorphic to the additive group of integers. Hence, proof of the theorem. Theorem: the quotient group of a cyclic group is cyclic. We want to prove this theorem. Proof: let G be a cyclic group generated by A. G is equal to a to the power n. N belongs to integer Z. It is equal to cyclic group which is generated by A. It is the definition of cyclic group. Let N be a subgroup of G. We know that every subgroup of a cyclic group is cyclic. This implies N is cyclic subgroup of G. This implies N is cyclic. This implies N is an abelian group. An abelian group This implies n is a normal subgroup of G. This implies the quotient group G by n is equal to nx such that x belongs to G exists. Now we have to prove that G by n, this quotient group is cyclic. Now for every element nx belongs to quotient group G by n is equal to for every element nx belongs to G by n, where x belongs to G. Since x belongs to G, this implies it is equal to cyclic group which generated by A is equal to a to the power n. N belongs to Z. This implies x equal to a to the power r. Actually, x belongs to cyclic group. Then we can write a to the power r for some r belongs to Z. Now nx is equal to n a to the power r. Instead of x, we can write a to the power r. It is equal to n. It is a into a, and so on a r time. It is equal to n a and so on r time. Actually, it is the multiplication of coset. Every coset we can write as na into na and so on na r time into na r times. It is equal to na whole to the power r. For r, some r belongs to r. Therefore, nx equal to nx equal to n into a whole to the power r. R belongs to z. That is nx belongs to quotient group G by n. This implies nx is equal to na whole to the power r. R belongs to z. Therefore, quotient group G by n is equal to nx such that x belongs to G. It is equal to nr. Instead of nx, we can write na whole to the power r. Nx is equal to na whole to the power r such that r belongs to z. This implies the cyclic group which generated by na. Therefore, G by n is a cyclic group generated by na. The quotient group, we conclude that the quotient group of a cyclic group is cyclic. It is a quotient group. When we prove that it is cyclic group, therefore quotient group of a cyclic group is cyclic. Theorem: if G is a finite cyclic group of order n generated by A, then the subgroup of G or the subgroups of G are precisely generated by a to the power m, where m is divisor of n. Proof: G, given that G is a finite cyclic group of order n generated by A, that is G is equal to cyclic group which generated by A, and order of G is equal to n. It is equal to order of A. Since order of A is equal to n, this implies n is the least positive integer such that a to the power n is equal to e. E is identity element in G. It is the definition of order of an element. Let h equal to a to the power m be a cyclic group of cyclic group of G generated by a to the power m. Since h is equal to the cyclic group which generated by a to the power m, then m is the less positive integer such that a to the power m also belongs to h. Now n comma m belongs to z. Both of them are integers. By division algorithm in z, there exists q comma r belongs to z such that n is equal to m into q plus r. It is the division algorithm where r is equal to 0 or r equal to r less than m. Take r less than m, since a to the power m belongs to h, this implies a to the power m whole to the power q also belongs to h. This implies a to the power m into q also belongs to h. This implies a to the power minus m cube belongs to h. Since a to the power m belongs to h, a to the power minus m q also belongs to h. This implies a to the power n into a to the power minus m q belongs to h. This implies a to the power n minus m q belongs to h. This implies a to the power r also belongs to h, and r less than m. This is a contradiction. A to the power r belongs to h and r less than m. Since m is the least positive integer such that a to the power m belongs to h, therefore r is not less than m. then r is equal to 0. This implies n is equal to m cube. Because n is equal to m cube plus r is 0, then we can write n is equal to m into q. This implies m divide n. Therefore, m is a divisor of n. Hence, the proof of the theorem which